Hi guys, it's Shayla with Seeking Shayla. I'm coming to you today to talk about a few things that are going on. First of all, my numbers that I'm not too happy with. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I weighed in at 442. I was very happy about that. This morning, wearing the same thing, I weighed in at 447. I did have some wings this weekend. I don't know if maybe that happened. My mom suggested maybe I've eaten too much salt. All I can think of is it being the wings that I had, hot wings. Yesterday, I went with one of my best friends, and we have some natural springs here in Florida, and we went to a place called Blue Springs, a gorgeous place. If I can figure out how to do it, I'll add a picture at the end of the video. I don't know if I'm that technologically smart. But anyway, I'm considering yesterday an NSV going to the springs. I was in a bathing suit in front of a lot of people, first of all. Second of all, the boardwalks to get to where you swim were pretty long. There was a lot of walking, uphill, downhill, around corners, blah, blah, blah. But it wore me out, but I was able to do it, so yay. Also, swimming. We did some real swimming. We kind of floated downstream a couple hundred feet, maybe a little bit further than that, at least a couple hundred feet. And because it was sunnier down there, so we went and relaxed in the sun and played around. Then, of course, we had to swim back upstream to where our stuff was and the landing was, because this is completely natural springs. There's just a few little steps strategically placed around the springs. It's like a river type deal, but there's jungle all around it. But anyway, we had to swim back upstream, and that was difficult. There was a very strong current, and for 5 minutes at a time, a couple of different times, I was swimming as hard as I could, and I'm a good swimmer. I was swimming as hard as I could, and I wasn't going anywhere. I was just maintaining where I was and not being swept away. But, I mean, eventually I did get back to the steps, but I was worn out. But I did it. So yay for me. And we just had a really good time. The water's 73 degrees year round, so it's pretty cold. It's very refreshing feeling, and the water's crystal clear, and I enjoyed myself being out doing something that's active. So that's my NSV. This coming week is my liquid diet week, and I usually go from Monday to Sunday. And obviously this coming Sunday is Easter, and I didn't want to be on my liquid diet for Easter. I don't want to be sitting there drinking this strawberry protein shake while my family's eating ham and green beans and deviled eggs. So I started my liquid diet a day early. I started today instead of tomorrow. And that's going to allow me to have food within my other diet's range, you know, good, healthy, fresh food for Easter. So I'm happy about that. Another thing, I think in my last video I talked about, or maybe it was my video before, I talked about kind of being unhappy about not being scheduled for surgery yet, and the fact that I wasn't too happy about how my patient advocate was handling things or communicating with me. I ended up leaving her a message. I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday. And she called me back. Of course, I was in the shower, so I called her back. But she actually answered the phone. They're very busy, I know that. But she actually answered the phone when she saw it was me calling. And I was on my way to a doctor's appointment that's about 30 minutes away, 30 minutes away. She talked to me for the entire drive, so the entire 20 to 30 minute drive. She was talking to me about why I'm not scheduled yet, about what I'm doing, about what I should expect, just everything. Everything that I was worried about and kind of getting antsy about, she called me down and explained what was going on. Turns out people in the surgery, the surgeon I'm going to, he does, every week, he only does 6 at the most Roux-en-Y gastric bypasses, but he does almost double that in sleeves, in the gastric sleeves, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So people that I've talked to saying, oh yeah, I got my clearances, last week and I'm already scheduled for surgery. Well, that was making me mad because I've been waiting 2 months after getting my clearances. And I still don't have a surgery date. It's because they schedule the sleeves quicker than the Roux-en-Ys, because the Roux-en-Ys take more time. Okay, I get it. I wish somebody would have told me that in the beginning, but at least I know now. So I'm not upset about that anymore. She said we're still looking at the 2nd week in June right now for my surgery. She should be getting the June schedule this coming week. But as soon as she gets it, she's calling me. I'm first on the list, and I'm already written down tentatively for the 2nd week in June. And it will be either that Monday or Tuesday. That's when the doctor does the Roux-en-Ys. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good about doing that. Really happy she took her time to talk to me and answer all my questions and et cetera, et cetera. So moving on, what else do I have written here? Oh, on Facebook. I use Facebook a lot. I'm a Facebook junkie. I'm not on it all day, but I keep it up on my computer all day, and I'll come in and check on it every so often. And I found a Facebook support group. What's it called? Hang on just a sec. Oh, it's just called Bariatric Surgery Support Group. Has like over 10,000 members. I was like, well, I'll request to join the group. I was added, and it's a very active group. There's people posting, oh, I'm having surgery today. There's people saying, oh, I've lost 100 pounds as of today. There's people saying, I'm in Wonderland. There's people saying, I went from size 26 women's and I'm in a 14 in 4 months. There's a lot of motivation. There's a lot of people asking questions. Newbies like me asking questions and getting answered by a whole handful of post-op people that have gone through it. It's another good support source for me. I have a great team of support right now between doctors, my therapist, my family, and my close friends. But it's another group of people that know what's going on and understand what's going on, that can give me answers according to what they've done and what's happened. Now, I know not to believe everything everybody says. Some people don't do it the right way, but for the most part, what I've read, even when I'm not commenting or liking or anything, things have been pretty dead on with what I've been told by my nutritionist or my therapist or the doctor. So I'm happy to be a part of that group, and I think it's going to be a great asset to have post-op. Other than that, again today, start my liquid diet. I'm going to keep myself busy by cleaning my house. It desperately needs it. That laundry pile needs to be folded and put away. among tons of other things. But so that's what I'm doing today, and I just felt like checking in with y'all and letting you know about my NSV, and especially my talk with my advocate. So thanks, guys. Bye.